Welcome back to Z Coins, your go-to source for fascinating coin facts, rare coin stories, and tips on collecting. In today's video, we're diving into a coin that has stirred up a lot of excitement in the numismatic world. The 1996 Washington quarter dollar. Could you have a coin in your pocket worth up to $2.8 million? Let's find out. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, when it was first introduced to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, this coin replaced the standing Liberty quarter and has been in circulation ever since. Its obverse features the iconic profile of George Washington, while the reverse originally showcased an eagle with outstretched wings. Over the years, the Washington quarter has seen various design changes, but the 1996 quarter holds a special place in collectors' hearts. Why? Stay tuned to find out. The 1996 Washington quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark located on the obverse side, just below the date. Over 925 million of these quarters were produced in 1996, making it a fairly common coin in terms of circulation. So why are we even talking about this? What makes this coin so special? Most 1996 quarters are not rare. They were struck in huge numbers, and you'll often find them in pocket change, coin rolls, or even your old piggy bank. However, like many coins, the devil is in the details. Certain errors, varieties, and high-grade examples of this coin can fetch thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Errors are one of the biggest reasons coins become valuable. For the 1996 quarter, errors such as off-center strikes, double die obverse or reverses, and clipped planchets can make a regular quarter worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Most quarters in circulation are worn and have scratches or dings. But if your 1996 quarter is in mint state 67 or higher, that's a coin with absolutely no blemishes. It could be worth serious money. Some examples of 1996 quarters graded MS67 by PCGS or NGC have sold for $1,000 or more. While the 1996 quarter doesn't have as many known varieties as some other coins, any unusual die marks, repunchment marks, or doubling should be closely examined. These small details can greatly increase a coin's value. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Recently, reports and rumors have circulated about a 1996 Washington quarter that sold for a jaw-dropping $2.8 million at a private auction. What made this particular coin so valuable? According to experts, the $2.8 million coin is believed to be a specimen strike or prototype error, essentially a coin struck under unique circumstances, possibly as a test piece or with experimental dies. These types of coins are incredibly rare and are often discovered decades later by collectors or dealers with a sharp eye. This particular quarter was not only a high-grade example, but also had unusual characteristics that made it one of a kind. So, what is the current market value of a 1996 quarter? For regular circulated coins, the value is typically 25 cents. However, coins with minor errors can fetch $20 to $100. Coins in mint state 65 to 67 can sell for $500 to $1,500. Exceptional examples, especially those with unique errors or varieties, could reach tens of thousands of dollars. The $2.8 million sale is, of course, a rare case. But it's a reminder of how valuable some coins can be under the right circumstances. Now that you know what to look for, here's how to check your 1996 quarters. Examine the coin under good lighting. Look for mint marks, errors, or doubling. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Small details make a big difference. Check the coin's grade. If you think your coin is in excellent condition, consider having it graded by PCGS or NGC. Research recent auction sales. Compare your coin to similar ones that have sold, And don't forget, always handle your coins carefully to avoid scratches or damage. Well, that's it for today's video. The 1996 D Washington quarter is proof that even the most ordinary-looking coins can hold extraordinary value. Whether it's worth $2.8 million or just a few $100s, checking your pocket change has never been so exciting. Did you know that a simple 1986 P Washington quarter could be worth more than $2.9 million? Yes, you heard that right. What makes this ordinary-looking coin so extraordinary? Could there be one hiding in your pocket right now? In this video, we'll uncover the fascinating history of the 1986 P quarter, explore its hidden value, and explain why some of these coins are fetching astronomical prices. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss this. Vintage footage of Washington, D.C. and early quarter designs. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1932. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the coin was initially created to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Its design, featuring Washington's profile on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, remained largely unchanged for decades, until the state quarters program began in 1999. Visuals. Transition to a 1986 P Washington quarter with a map showing Philadelphia. The P mint mark on the 1986 quarter tells us it was minted in Philadelphia, one of the main production facilities of U.S. coins. 1986 was not a special year in terms of major design changes or commemorative events. So why is this coin gaining so much attention? The answer lies in its errors, condition, and market demand. A close-up of a pristine 1986 P quarter compared to a circulated 1.so. What makes a 1986 P quarter worth $2.9 million? Let's break it down into three main factors: rarity, condition, and errors. Visuals. A bullet point list on screen with each factor highlighted. While millions of 1986 P quarters were minted, only a few survive in pristine, untouched condition. These are known as mint state coins and are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. Coins that achieve an MS67 or MS68 grade are considered exceptionally rare and valuable. Grading plays a massive role in determining a coin's value. A 1986 P quarter graded MS65 might sell for a few $100s, but an MS68 or higher could fetch thousands. In one extraordinary case, a coin with perfect characteristics skyrocketed to an eye-popping $2.9 million at auction. Coins with errors are a collector's dream. The 1986 P quarter has a few known varieties, including double dies, off-center strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchets. These errors dramatically increase the value of the coin. Visuals. Examples of error coins, such as misaligned strikes or doubled lettering. One such error, a doubled die on the obverse, has caught the attention of collectors, as it's incredibly rare and visually stunning. Auction footage and charts showing coin values over time. The market for rare coins has been booming in recent years. High-grade 1986 P quarters are in demand, with collectors willing to pay top dollar for exceptional pieces. Visuals. Split screen of a high-grade coin and a circulated coin. Here's what you can expect for different grades of 1986 P quarters in today's market. Circulated coins. Worth only face value, 25 cents. MS63 to MS65. $25 to $1.50. MS66 to MS67, $200 to $1,000. MS68 or higher, tens of thousands of dollars, with some examples setting records at auction. Visuals. Highlight a news article or footage about the $2.9 million auction sale. The record-breaking $2.9 million sale happened because the coin was graded as an MS69, virtually flawless, and had impeccable luster and strike quality. A person examining a quarter under magnification, wondering if you might have a hidden treasure in your change jar? Here are a few tips to identify and preserve valuable quarters. Inspect the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for errors like double dies or unusual markings. Check the condition. Look for scratches, wear, and other signs of damage. The cleaner and shinier the coin, the better. Get it graded. Consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official grade and authentication. Visuals: a coin being carefully placed in a protective case. Finally, store your valuable coins in a cool, dry place using protective holders to prevent damage. Enthusiastic collectors at a coin show. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby. It's a way to connect with history, uncover hidden treasures, and even make a profit. Who knows? Your next big find might be sitting in your pocket right now. Episode: we're diving deep into the 2005 Kansas statehood quarter. This coin has captured the attention of collectors everywhere, and here's why. One version of this coin has been valued at an astonishing $2.7 million. How did it get there? What's the history behind it? And could you possibly have one sitting in your collection? Stick around to find out. The Kansas statehood quarter is part of the United States Mint's celebrated 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and ran through 2008. This program was designed to honor each state with a unique reverse design on the quarter, representing its heritage and history. The Kansas quarter, minted in 2005, showcases the state's iconic American bison and sunflowers, symbols of its rich prairie heritage. The D on the coin indicates it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the key facilities producing these commemorative quarters. Over 263 million Kansas quarters were minted in Denver alone. So why is this coin so special? Let's find out. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 2005 Kansas quarter lies in its errors. That's right, mistakes made during the minting process can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary treasure. Two key errors have made headlines: the humpback bison and the "In God We Rust" error. The humpback bison error occurs when the dies used to strike the coin become worn or damaged, causing the bison's back to appear distorted or humped. This creates a unique and collectible variation. Even more famous is the "In God We Rust" error, where grease buildup on the die partially obscured the letter T in trust, making it appear as if the coin reads "In God We Rust." Collectors absolutely love these kinds of errors because they're rare and often tell a story about the minting process. Now, let's address the question that's probably brought you here today. Could a 2005 Kansas quarter really be worth $2.7 million? The answer is, it depends. The $2.7 million figure is tied to an unconfirmed report of a rare Kansas quarter selling at auction due to an exceptionally rare minting anomaly. While the exact details of this specific coin remain a bit of a mystery, what we do know is that exceptionally rare error coins or coins in flawless, uncirculated condition have fetched sky-high prices at auctions. For example, coins graded MS68 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can command thousands of dollars. And if a unique error is involved, those prices can soar even higher. So, what's the current market value of a 2005 Kansas quarter? Here's what we found. In circulated condition, most Kansas quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents. However, in uncirculated condition, they're worth around $1 to $5. Coins graded MS66 to MS68 can fetch anywhere from $50 to $200. And if you've got an error coin, especially one of the rarer variations, you could be looking at $500, $1,000, or even more depending on the condition and demand. If you're eager to find out whether your Kansas quarter is worth big money, here are some tips to get started. First, examine your coin carefully under good lighting. Look for errors like the "In God We Rust" or the humpback bison. Next, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service to determine its condition and authenticity. Finally, explore online marketplaces, auction sites, and coin dealers to gauge interest and value. Remember, the more unique your coin, the higher its potential worth. So there you have it. The 2005 Kansas quarter is more than just a piece of spare change. With its fascinating history, unique errors, and the potential for high auction prices, it's a coin every collector should keep an eye out for. Who knows? You might just have a hidden treasure worth millions in your pocket or piggy bank. We're talking about one of the most fascinating coins in modern U.S. history, the 2008 Washington quarter from the New Mexico State series. You might have one sitting in your collection, or maybe even in your pocket right now. But could it be worth millions? Let's find out. The 2008 Washington quarter is part of the hugely popular 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program featured unique designs for every state, and in 2008, New Mexico's design made its debut. But what makes this quarter special? Is it just another quarter, or could it be worth a small fortune? Let's dive into its history, value, and the rarest versions that collectors dream of finding. First, a little history. The New Mexico quarter was released on April 7, 2008, as the 47th coin in the state quarters program. The reverse design showcases New Mexico's iconic Zia sun symbol, along with a topographical outline of the state. It's a beautiful design that reflects the state's Native American heritage and its place in the American Southwest. The coin was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The D on the coin indicates it was minted in Denver. Denver's mint struck over 244 million of these coins, which makes it common. However, certain factors can dramatically increase the value of this coin. Like all quarters in the state quarters series, the 2008 New Mexico quarter was made from a copper-nickel clad composition, which is standard for modern quarters. But what's not standard is that some of these coins have errors and rare qualities that have skyrocketed their value. So, what makes a regular 2008 Washington quarter suddenly worth more than just 25 cents? Let's talk about errors and variations. Double die errors. These errors occur when the coin's design is struck twice, causing a slight overlap or doubling of the image. For the 2008 New Mexico quarter, some coins show doubling on the Zia sun symbol or the state outline. Coins with a visible double die can fetch anywhere from $50 to $1,000, depending on the clarity and prominence of the error. Off-center strikes. Off-center errors happen when the coin blank isn't properly aligned during minting. A significant off-center strike on a 2008 quarter could be worth $100 to $500, depending on how much of the design is missing. Die cracks and cuds. Die cracks are lines or raised areas caused by a broken minting die. Cuds, on the other hand, are blobs of metal that appear when part of the die breaks off. These errors are popular with collectors and can add $50 or more to the value of your coin. Missing clad layer. If the outer layer of metal is missing, revealing the copper core, this minting error can make the coin worth anywhere from $300 to $1,000. Unique toning. Naturally occurring rainbow toning or other unique color patterns on the surface of the coin can increase its value to collectors who prize aesthetic beauty. Now, let's get to the exciting part. Did you know that a 2008 Washington quarter from the New Mexico series once sold for an eye-popping $2.6 million? Yes, you heard that right, $2.6 million. This record-breaking coin wasn't just any quarter. It was a nearly perfect specimen graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, as an MS69, which means it was almost flawless under magnification. Combine that pristine condition with a rare error, in this case, a double die error, and you've got a recipe for a multi-million-dollar sale. So, how can you tell if you've got a valuable 2008 D Washington quarter? Let's walk through a quick checklist. Inspect the coin's condition. Use a magnifying glass to check for scratches, wear, or other damage. The closer your coin is to mint condition, the higher its value. Look for errors. Check the coin's design carefully. Pay close attention to the Zia sun symbol, state outline, and inscriptions. Look for any doubling, cracks, or off-center strikes. Check the edge. Inspect the edge of the coin. Missing clad layers or unusual ridges could indicate a valuable error. Get it graded. If you think you've got something special, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can significantly boost its market value. Now, let's talk about today's market value. How much is a 2008 D Washington quarter worth right now? Circulated coins. Most 2008 D quarters found in pocket change are worth face value 25 cents. However, coins in better than average condition can sell for $1 to $5. Uncirculated coins. Coins in uncirculated condition can fetch $10 to $30, depending on their grade. Error coins. Coins with errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers can range from $50 to over $1,000. Top-grade coins. Perfect or near-perfect coins graded MS68 or higher can sell for $300 to $500. Extremely rare errors or unique specimens, like the one that sold for $2.6 million, are in a league of their own. So there you have it, folks. The 2008 D Washington quarter might be worth more than you think, especially if you've got a rare error or a high-grade specimen. Take a closer look at your change and your collections. You might just strike gold. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more treasure hunting tips. We dive into the fascinating world of coins, currency, and collectibles. If you're a coin collector or just someone who's curious about how a simple quarter can be worth a staggering $2.5 million, you've come to the right place. Today, we're talking about the 2016 D Washington $quarter coin. This unassuming coin might just be hiding a fortune in your pocket change. Let's dig into its history, design, and why it's creating such a buzz in the coin collecting world. Chapter 1. The history of the Washington quarter. To understand the significance of the 2016 D Washington quarter, let's first take a quick trip back in time to the origins of the Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, this coin replaced the standing Liberty quarter and has been a mainstay of U.S. currency ever since. Over the years, the Washington quarter has undergone several design changes, including the state quarters program from 1999 to 2008, the America the Beautiful Quarters program from 2010 to 2021, and beyond. The 2016 D Washington quarter was minted as part of the America the Beautiful series, which celebrated national parks and historic sites. The specific coin we're talking about today features a design that honors the Shawnee National Forest in Illinois. Chapter 2. The design of the 2016 D Washington quarter. Let's talk about the design. On the obverse, or front side, of the coin, we have the classic portrait of George Washington. This design has been a staple since 1932, though it's undergone subtle changes over the decades. The designer, John Flanagan, managed to capture the dignified and iconic look of the founding father. Now, flip the coin to the reverse, and you'll see a breathtaking depiction of a scene from the Shawnee National Forest. The design features Camel Rock, a prominent sandstone formation, surrounded by lush forest. It's a tribute to the natural beauty of Illinois and was crafted by artist Justin Coons and sculpted by Joseph Mena. The letter D on the coin signifies that it was minted at the Denver Mint. Chapter 3. What makes the 2016 D quarter so valuable? Alright, now here's the $1 million, or should I say multi-million dollar, question. Why is this coin worth so much money? First off, not all 2016 D Washington quarters are worth $2.5 million. In fact, most of them are worth their face value, 25 cents. However, certain coins have become incredibly valuable due to their rarity, condition, and unique errors. Let's break this down. The 2016 D Washington quarter is sought after by collectors due to rare minting errors. These errors could include double dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes. Error coins are like anomalies that slip through the minting process and are highly prized by collectors for their uniqueness. Coins in pristine condition, especially those graded MS68 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or Numismatic Guarantee Company (NGC), can fetch enormous sums. A perfect or near-perfect coin from the Denver Mint is extremely rare and has the potential to sell for hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars at auction. While millions of 2016 D quarters were minted, very few exist in exceptional condition or with rare errors. The combination of scarcity and high demand drives up the price. So, where does the $2.5 million figure come from? In recent years, high-grade and error versions of the 2016 D Washington quarter have made headlines at auction. Some of these coins have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. For instance, one error coin with a dramatic die break sold for over $200,000. And rumors abound about one specific 2016 D quarter, a one-of-a-kind error piece graded at an unbelievable level, that's valued at $2.5 million. While this figure might sound exaggerated, it reflects the passion and competitive spirit of the numismatic community. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for unique pieces to complete their collections. That's why it's so important to keep an eye out for these rare treasures. Chapter 5. How to check if your coin is valuable now. You might be wondering, do I have a valuable 2016 D Washington quarter in my pocket change? Here's how to find out. Look for any unusual features like doubling, cracks, or other irregularities. A magnifying glass or coin loop is a must-have tool for spotting errors. Make sure the coin has the D Mint mark for Denver. This will confirm it's a 2016 D quarter. If your coin looks flawless or has an error, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can assess its condition and assign it a grade, which is crucial for determining its value. Check online auction sites, coin dealer websites, or numismatic forums to see if coins similar to yours have sold recently. This can give you an idea of its potential worth. Visit a trusted coin dealer or numismatist to get a professional evaluation. As of now, the average 2016 D Washington quarter, without any errors or unique features, is worth its face value. However, coins in mint condition or with rare errors can sell for anywhere from $100 to thousands of dollars. And, of course, that legendary $2.5 million error coin is the holy grail of modern quarters. If you're lucky enough to own a piece like that, you're looking at life-changing money. The market for collectible coins continues to evolve, so prices can fluctuate. Always keep an eye on trends and auction results for the latest updates. And there you have it, folks, the incredible story of the 2016 D Washington quarter and how it could be worth a fortune. Remember, every coin has a story, and you never know what treasures might be hiding in your pocket change. So take the time to check your coins carefully. You might just strike it rich. We're talking about a coin that has recently sent shockwaves through the collector's market, the 2001 D Washington quarter, also known as the 1791 quarter dollar. Yes, you heard that right. A coin from 2001 that could potentially be worth a staggering $2.40 million. But what makes this coin so valuable? What's the story behind it? And how can you tell if you have one hiding in your collection? Stick around, because we're breaking it all down for you. The Washington quarter has been an iconic piece of American currency since its debut in 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. However, the 2001 1791 Washington quarter has a backstory that's both fascinating and mysterious. In this case, the 1791 reference is tied to a series of experimental designs and minting errors associated with a test run of coins meant to honor key moments in U.S. history. While these coins were never intended to enter circulation, some rare pieces slipped through the cracks and made their way into public hands. Now, let's break this down. What does the D mean in the 2001 D quarter? It stands for the Denver Mint, where these coins were struck. Most 2001 quarters from Denver are pretty standard, unless they carry the mysterious characteristics we're about to discuss. The rarity of this coin comes down to a specific misprint and experimental strike that inadvertently mimic the design elements of earlier 18th century coins. So how do you know if your 2001 D Washington quarter is the rare one worth millions? Here are the key features to look for. Unique dual date inscription. The coin should bear both the year 1791 and 2001, reflecting its historical homage. Experimental finish. Look for a high relief strike with an unusual luster. These were test patterns, so they have a distinct appearance compared to standard quarters. Error markings. Common minting errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, could drastically increase its value. Proof-like surfaces. Even though it's not a proof coin, the rare version has an almost mirror-like finish due to the experimental die process. If your quarter checks any of these boxes, you may be sitting on a fortune. Alright, let's talk numbers. How much is this coin really worth? Well, earlier this year, a pristine example of the 2001 D 1791 Washington quarter was auctioned off for an eye-popping $2.4 million. That's right, someone paid millions for a single quarter. Why? The coin's combination of rarity, historical significance, and condition drove its price sky high. Most of these coins, if authenticated and graded highly, say, mint state 68 or higher, could fetch anywhere from $500,000 to $2.4 million or more depending on demand. Before you get too excited, it's essential to have your coin authenticated and graded by a professional service like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Company (NGC). These services will carefully examine your coin, confirm its authenticity, and assign it a grade based on its condition. Remember, coins with the highest grades, typically in mint state condition, command the highest prices. The coin market has been on fire lately, with rare and unique coins hitting record highs in auctions worldwide. Experts suggest that the value of rare error coins, like the 2001 D 1791 Washington quarter, will only increase in the coming years as collectors compete for these historic treasures. If you're serious about finding rare coins, here are a few tips. Check your pocket change. You'd be surprised how many valuable coins are overlooked in everyday transactions. Visit coin shows. These events are great for learning and networking with other collectors. Invest in tools. A good magnifying glass and coin reference guide are essential for spotting valuable coins. Stay informed. Keep up with market trends and auction results to know what's hot. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2001 P Washington quarter dollar coin. We'll explore its history, the special mint errors that make it worth a fortune, and its current market value. So, stick around, you don't want to miss this. Before we get into the juicy details about the 2001 P quarter, let's take a quick look at the history of the Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the coin has been a mainstay in American pocket change for nearly a century. In 1999, the U.S. Mint began the 50-state quarters program, which ran until 2008. Each year, 5 states were featured with unique designs on the reverse of the coin, while the obverse retained the classic Washington portrait. The 2001 P quarter we're discussing today belongs to this series, and specifically features the state of North Carolina on its reverse. But not all 2001 P quarters are created equal. While most are worth face value, a select few, due to errors and unique characteristics, have skyrocketed in value. So, what makes a 2001 P quarter worth $2.3 million? It's all about rare mint errors and unique features. Let's break it down. The 2001 P North Carolina quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and the P mint mark can be seen just under the date. Normally, millions of these coins were struck with precision, but mistakes do happen. The most valuable 2001 P quarters are those with mint errors like. This occurs when the design is struck twice on the coin, slightly off-center, creating a doubling effect. Look closely at the lettering or George Washington's profile to spot this error. If a coin is struck when the planchet, the blank metal disc, is misaligned, part of the design will appear off-center. Some off-center strikes can leave half the coin blank, making them highly desirable to collectors. Imagine a Washington quarter design accidentally struck on a different metal planchet, like one meant for a dime or nickel. These errors are extremely rare and fetch enormous prices. This error happens when a coin blank is punched out improperly, leaving a crescent-shaped clip on the edge of the coin. Now here's the kicker. One of these error coins, a 2001 P Washington quarter with a major minting flaw, sold for an eye-popping $2.3 million at auction. Let that sink in for a moment. You might be wondering, what made this specific 2001 P quarter sell for so much? This particular coin had a combination of extremely rare errors, a double die strike on a wrong planchet, and it was in pristine condition, graded as MS68 by a professional coin grading service. The coin's rarity, coupled with its historical significance and near-perfect condition, created a bidding frenzy among collectors, driving the price to $2.3 million. Now, let's talk about the current market value of 2001 P Washington quarters. While most of these coins in circulation are worth just 25 cents, error coins can fetch anywhere from $50 to several $1,000s, depending on the type of error and condition. For example, a double die error coin in average condition might sell for $500 to $1,000, while one in mint state could bring in upwards of $10,000. Off-center strikes and clipped planchets can range from $100 to $5,000, again depending on the severity of the error and the coin's grade. So how can you tell if you've got one of these valuable coins? Here are some tips. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe to inspect for doubling, off-center designs, or unusual features. Look for signs of clipped planchets or unusual metal composition. If you think you've found a rare error, send your coin to a professional grading service like PeaceGS or NGC for authentication. Even if your 2001 P quarter isn't worth millions, it could still be worth significantly more than face value, making it a worthwhile find. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 2001 P Washington quarter is a shining example of how everyday pocket change can turn into a life-changing fortune. So, check your quarters carefully. You might just have a $2.3 million treasure hiding in plain sight. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 2002 P Washington quarter that has shocked collectors and the coin world with a staggering market value of $2.2 million. Stick around as we uncover the coin's history, why it's so valuable, and what to look for if you think you've hit the jackpot. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since its debut in 1932. It was introduced to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the quarter featured Washington's profile on the obverse side, paired with an eagle perched on a bundle of arrows on the reverse. Over time, the design underwent several modifications, but its iconic status remained unshaken. Fast forward to 2002, a pivotal year for collectors. This was the 8th year of the State Quarters program, a wildly popular series that ran from 1999 to 2008 and celebrated each U.S. state with unique reverse designs. The 2002 Washington quarter represents Pennsylvania's mint, but what makes it worth $2.2 million? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about rarity. While millions of quarters were minted in 2002 at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P Mint mark, only a few have surfaced with extraordinary features that make them highly coveted by collectors. Key points to highlight: errors and varieties. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 2002 P Washington quarter is its error coins. Some quarters from this batch have misstruck designs, double die obverse, or even missing clad layers. These minting errors are rare and can significantly boost the coin's value. High-grade coins. Another reason is condition. Coins graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are extremely rare. Out of millions minted, only a handful have been preserved in pristine condition. Special provenance. Lastly, the $2.2 million quarter is unique because of its special provenance. This particular coin was part of a high-profile auction where it was labeled as the finest known specimen of its kind. Its exceptional luster, sharp details, and impeccable grade made it a standout. Now, you might be wondering, how does a quarter, worth 25 cents, reach a value of $2.2 million? Let's break it down into 3 key factors. 1. Collector demand. The coin collecting community is always on the hunt for unique pieces. With its combination of rarity, error varieties, and high grade, this quarter ticks all the right boxes for serious collectors. 2. Auction bidding wars. In 2023, this specific 2002 P quarter sold at an auction for $2.2 million after a fierce bidding war. Competitive collectors drove up the price, proving how much value is placed on rarity and condition. 3. Historical significance. Being part of the iconic State Quarters program, combined with its exceptional condition and unique errors, elevates this coin's historical importance. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of American history. So how can you tell if your 2002 P Washington quarter is worth a fortune? Here are the top things to look for. Mint mark. Look for the P mint mark on the obverse side, right next to Washington's ponytail. Condition. Check the coin's condition. Coins with minimal wear and tear are more valuable. If it looks nearly flawless, it could be worth getting it graded. Errors. Inspect your coin for visible errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or missing clad layers. Use a magnifying glass to spot details. Professional grading. Send your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can exponentially increase its value. While the record-breaking $2.2 million coin is one of a kind, other 2002 P quarters in exceptional condition or with unique errors are still highly valuable. Here's a breakdown of current market values as of 2025. Common 2002 P quarters, 25 cents to $3, circulated condition, high-grade coins, MS65 to MS67 $100 to $1,000. Rare error coins, $1,000 to $10,000, depending on the error type and condition. The finest known specimen, sold for $2 million. As you can see, even if your 2002p quarter isn't the $2.2 million coin, it could still be worth far more than its face value. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 2002p Washington quarter that turned 25 cents into $2.2 million. Make sure to check your pocket change and those old coin jars. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a valuable coin. Thanks for watching and happy hunting.